Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 17.
After our sleepless experience in the bungalows, thankfully, we had a nice quiet room here at Kidani Village in this 3-bedroom grand villa. We were able to sleep so well in this room and sleep in because we just had this peaceful, quiet savanna area next to us. So we didn't set an alarm, we just slept, felt really rested and recharged in the morning, and walked out on our balcony and had this beautiful view of a ton of animals.
Yeah, we just happened to catch it at the right time. They do rotate throughout the savanna, so sometimes you'll see them, sometimes you won't, even if you have a savanna view. And we caught them just at the perfect time.
Perfect.
We had several coming through, so we just enjoyed being out there and seeing the animals.
Yeah, we just kind of took our time waking up, checking out the animals and stuff, and then we came inside and had to get busy working because we had a video to edit. Now, this was the video that we shot back in late 2018 on our last trip to Disney World before our year moving here. And this video was kind of our way of announcing and explaining what we were doing. Because at this point, we hadn't really publicly announced it anywhere. We had told our friends and our family and like those who were close to us, but that was really all. I mean, we didn't really have much of an audience or following. So we had made this video explaining what our plan was and what we were trying to do throughout the year. Looking back on it now, a lot of things have changed. And if you'd like to watch the video for yourself, there's a link down in the description below and also one up there above my head. So if you watch that video, you'll see we talked about our goal being to make a website, and we had a lot of plans for that as far as our 360 pictures from the rooms and the information that we learned, things like that. And that's still something that we intend to do in the future, is kind of fill out the website and put more information on there. But we learned very quickly that social media was a much better place for us to focus our time, at least at this point, because it got so much better engagement and reach, and we were able to help so many more people by using social media and also YouTube versus just using our own website. So that was our focus the entire morning and early afternoon, getting that ready for launch on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram.
And once that was launched, it got shared a lot, and we had a lot of comments, questions. We started getting text messages from friends and family who didn't know what we were doing, and so we spent the next several hours just answering people, responding, answering messages, and just kind of answering a lot of questions people had regarding the video we had just released about living in the Walt Disney World resorts for a year, because people had questions, understandably.
They thought we were crazy, some of them, but you know, a lot of it was someone we went to college with that I haven't talked to in 3 years, and next thing you know, they're texting me like, how'd you even have my number? Like, yeah, we're living at Disney World, it's a real video, it's not a joke, it's for real. But we also took some time in the middle of answering all those questions, and I stepped away and I had a call. This call was with a friend of mine who is also a colleague and is in kind of the marketing industry, and she and I had been talking for well over a year about doing a conference for marketing agencies, and we wanted to do it at Disney World because she's a huge Disney fan. Obviously, we're huge Disney fans. So if we're gonna co-host a conference together, it kind of made sense to do it at Disney World. So we were discussing like when we should do it, where we should do it, and we had a couple other people interested in kind of partnering up with us and coming in to form like a committee and like 5 of us going together and putting this conference on. So that day, I had a call scheduled with all 5 people, myself being the 5th person, and we hashed out all the kind of high level stuff of when the conference would be, what it would be, who would speak, how we're going to structure it, how many days, etc. And it was just a really great call because this idea that my friend and I had been kind of working on for a year and a half at this point finally had some legs under it, and we were actually going to move forward with it. So that was the day we decided we are going to do this. We are going to move forward and have this conference. We had a date in mind. We had to still go to Disney, obviously, and get all the details worked out with them. But we had that picked out, and we decided we're going to go forward with this and do it. So we'll have more about that as the year goes on and we get closer. But that was a whole different experience, a group putting on an event at Disney World. Very, very different than your typical Disney World experience.
Yes, it was. But it seems like we pretty much did everything at Disney. And the funny thing is, we still haven't done everything at Disney. So we have a lot more that we would love to do, and we'll eventually start doing more of those. But through all of that, at this point, I've been on social media answering questions and comments and texts and calls. He's been on his phone call. He's also been working a little bit. So we decided all right, let's get out of the room for a little bit. So we went to the most logical place. We went and roasted marshmallows and had s'mores because that's just what I do apparently when we're at a resort.
I should mention before dinner. That's just always, somehow it always works out. Like, let's go roast marshmallows.
It's not my fault.
We tend to eat late dinners. It is kind of a scheduling conflict thing, but that's okay. So we went and had roasted marshmallows out by the kind of savannah there at Kidani Village, and we also got to use night vision goggles, which was really cool. They had night vision goggles out there every night, or certain nights, I think, that you could pick up from the cast member and go out and just kind of look at the savannah and see the animals walking around at night. It was so cool. And it was totally free too. That was the best part.
Yeah, so they let you use them, and obviously you can see the animals a lot better that way than just trying to see the savannah. They do keep it dark so that it's more natural for the animals, and they're in their environment. But getting to see them through the goggles was a really cool experience. And honestly, we didn't even know about it. We happened to be there because of the s'mores. So that kind of worked out in our favor. When we went back to the room, the family staying with us, they had made dinner, which was really sweet. We did have the full kitchen with everything we needed except food. So because they had a van, they went and bought food locally, brought it back, he cooked. So we had a really nice just family meal, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, and then we got to watch the fireworks again, of course,
yeah.
because we had that amazing view up on the second floor of the room. So we went up there and watched Happily Ever After all together on that one little balcony because it was the best view. Because why not, right? You have the room, you have the view, you may as well enjoy it while you're there, because tomorrow we're going to check out and go to a very different room. Still a great room, but not quite as big as the 3-bedroom grand villa.
And after ending the evening with seeing fireworks from multiple parks, because how many people can say they get to do that? That was our day for today. So we'll see you tomorrow
For our Year with the Ears.